So now, guess what? That made me look like a liar. But the God knows me. Now, if it had been somebody that I was newly affiliating with, this may have been a very big problem for my international connections because internationally, you know, they don't have the stuff that we have over here. Believe it or not, we think they're way richer than we are. Oh, no, they barely have cell phones over there in England. They barely have cell phones. They don't have stable connections. So when these people of high caliber do talk to you, you got to be on your A game because they ain't playing. And they made me look like a total, like I was lying. He said, where's your artist at? I said, let me find out. So, you know, your belief system is everything. And I did believe in this girl a lot, but I am going to talk with them because I still believe in her music. I believe if it gets over there, it will hit really good on those charts. I still believe in that. And because I believe in her, I'm going to talk with her. But if they don't want to go through with it, hey, guess what? There's plenty more people out here. All right, so core beliefs. I need y'all to get this down. I got 25 minutes to get it out to you, Lord. Okay, core beliefs. Number one, these are the 4 core beliefs that successful people have. Number one, they believe being first matters last. Because success comes from perseverance. When a person stops trying, striving, or starts compromising their values and principles, they end up being lost. And let me see here. I can't read my writing. The one who continues despite what goes on is the winner. They focus on being the best. Successful people focus on just doing the best they can, being the best in whatever area they're in. That's one of their beliefs. That, hey, even if I don't come in first, I'm going to keep going at it until I am the best. I am the best. Until you can realize that you are the best. You don't stop for nothing. Even like this, what happened, I'm not stopping for that. I got too many international affiliations to stop for one person. I believe that I am the best at what I do, and that's why a lot of people come at me. It's not being cocky. It's what motivates me to keep going. All right, so did y'all write that down?
Yeah.
Okay. They believe that the last will be first. And, you know, that's Bible anyway. So we know that off the gate. Okay. The second thing is they believe personal success comes from service, not selfishness. Nobody can do it all on their own. Great leaders focus on providing tools and training to help their team do their job and achieve their goals. That was my purpose at Kiva. I said, oh, my God, the BBS Divas women, they couldn't help me because they didn't know what to do. They just didn't know because they had never been in something like that. So I said I'd start Kiva to help women, not only them, but other women too. And that's what leaders do. We come back and we provide tools that will help you. And you know what, though? I saw a quote that I thought was so cute. It said, if you provide it to them and you help them and you treat them good, they'll have the opportunity to go away, but they won't. I thought that was so cute. Yeah. So we are put here to serve. That's one thing that leaders recognize. We're not put here to be served. We're put here to serve. And once you realize that, you know, you're no longer holding that door closed down where you can be selfish, you know. There are some selfish leaders out here. I ain't going to lie. There are plenty of selfish leaders out here. But in the end, they have to give in because without other workers, you can't prosper. You can't do it all by yourself. Don't try to do it all by yourself. That's why I thank God for you women who come on the line. You know what I recognize? Without y'all coming on the line, I have nobody to give me feedback. Then I'd just be sitting here talking, and maybe somebody will come on the line who may not be able to understand, but then when we do examples or we do role play like we did earlier, you know, it helps. It helps all around. So nobody can do it all alone. If anybody tells you they can, they are just lying. We all need somebody to help us. Okay. Let me see the next thing. Okay, so achieve goals. Also what goes with that is success is limited whenever you are in it for yourself, and the victory is short-lived. And that is so true, y'all. That is so true. Never limit yourself by being selfish. I found that whenever you're open-minded, when you're open-minded, you can do so much more. Open-minded doesn't mean that you're just all rowdy and loud. It means that, hey, I'm taking in what you're telling me, but if I can turn it another way to make it work another way for my good, then, you use what you have out here. That's what open-minded means. Closed-minded people can only see far as they put their finger on their nose. Can y'all touch your nose? Are y'all touching your nose? Look down at your finger. That's far as closed-minded people can see.
Good God.
They don't see the big picture of life. And I used to be one. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be closed-minded like that. I had my own way of believing, my own way of thinking. I was set in my way. I was determined. Ain't nobody going to turn me from my ways because my way is right. It's always going to be my way. But I found out that was wrong. And I limited myself so bad till it was just crazy. It got so bad I went no further than the house. Trying to take control and can't go no further than the house. Lord. Okay, so that's what closed-minded people do, and that's why they can't be as successful as somebody who is open-minded and willing to, take a chance, go out there and live. They're willing to put their ambition over their fear. They're willing to put their faith over their fear and live and see what's out there. Okay, the third thing is they believe the depth of their network is more important than the breadth. In other words, that means numbers are numbers. I don't care how many people you got following you on Facebook. Guess what? I got 5,000 people following me on Facebook. You know how many of them I probably have a connection with, a real relationship with? Probably maybe 150 out of 5,000. So numbers mean nothing if you don't have any relationship when it comes down to networking in your business. If you don't have relationship, if you don't have people that you trust and that you can call on whenever you need information on something or you need to know how can I get this, how can I get that, you need people who will pray for you even in your business. I don't want to be connected with people who don't believe in anything. I don't want to be connected with people who just go by the numbers and say, well, look at here, this is a pretty big fan base. So what? How many of them do you really know? How many of them have you took out to eat? How many of them are you really friends with? So make sure you have quality connections whenever you get ready to find who you need to connect with for your business whenever you get ready to network. Those numbers, like I say, those numbers don't mean anything. I'll give you an example. This little boy, he wanted to do music so bad he wanted to do my show. And I said, okay. He thought, and Lord knows, I had tried to tell this boy from day one off the gate, your pictures mean absolutely nothing but you were there. Did y'all catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all still on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in other words, this boy was putting up all these pictures on Facebook, him and Ty Tribbett, him and John P. Key, but all it meant was he was there. It didn't mean he had a relationship with them. He didn't have a relationship with them. He put the picture up, made people think he had a relationship with them to try to get favor in the gospel industry the wrong way. You don't do that. You don't build off of others. You build from the ground up. That's why I took y'all from the ground up. And y'all see we're not even halfway to the business plan yet. I took y'all from the ground up because I want you to know that when you're building, you got to build with stability. You got to build with stability. So even if you do come across celebrities, remember, if you don't have a relationship with them, you're just building them up. That's what you're doing. You're promoting them whenever you put them on your page and you got pictures with them. It won't help your business. It helps theirs. Because if somebody ever asks you, if they come back and ask you, can you connect me with that person? Can you connect me? And you don't have a connection because it was only a photo shoot or a picture, you know. So you got to make sure that you build meaningful connections. And they have to be really there because this is your business. You don't want any and everybody messing around with your baby. Now, this your baby. Y'all won't let people kiss y'all baby in the mouth, will you? We don't know what her mouth is. All right, so you wouldn't let people kiss all over your business. We don't know where they been. So you don't build with everybody. You build with people that you can trust, people that you care about, and people who care about you. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people out here in business who are just like me who really do care about who we deal with. I care. If you come in, if you come to me, I care. And I'm going to track you down. I'm going to see what's going on in your life. If I don't see something right, I'll be on you. Do y'all agree? I'll be on you. I'll be trying to give you a positive outlook on things, even if things look bad. So get with people who care about you. And another good example of that is when you really look at the court system, do y'all ever notice that they're not really against each other? The judge is not really against the lawyers or the attorneys or the DA. Hey, that's their role. But when they come out of there, guess what? They're going to eat together. They're going to have fun. That's the job that they do. But reality is when they come out, they eat together. They go golfing together. They hang. They're not really fussing with one another. They know that's a job. So when you get with good people, they'll know when to cut off the friend zone and switch on the business zone. It's nothing nasty. It's just that sometimes you got to do that. All right. But I don't switch on and off when it comes down to the Lord. Now, that part, now, if you tell me switch off on the Lord, you're going to be by yourself. Because I ain't switching off for him for nobody. And speaking of that, I remember a lot of people always say business is business. I kind of don't like that quote either. Because sometimes, you know, like whenever you are working in different areas, if it's your passion, then it's not just a business. This is what you love. This is what you love. So I don't agree with always saying business is business because it's what you love. I mean, this is like the power of life and death is in your tongue. And if you got people just saying this is just business, they're going to do you any kind of way. And a lot of people that I saw that said that, they didn't really prosper. I'm telling you that right now. Everybody that I saw, I promise you, that said business is business, every one of them said that because somewhere along the line, somebody took them for their money. Because they didn't have a value system. They didn't have a voice. They didn't have core beliefs. Because they just jumped into something and saw the what instead of the why. All right, so the last thing is 4 core beliefs of successful people are they believe in doing the thing that nobody else wants to do. Do y'all believe in that? They believe in doing things that nobody else wants to do.
I mean, I can't hear you. That's more like doing different things and like making like a person like different and being outstanding from somebody else.
Mhm. They believe in doing things that nobody else wants to do. Have y'all ever paid attention to in these schoolhouses? Not only the schoolhouses, but you look at some of the banks. Some of these big Fortune 500 companies like Walmart and Kmart and all that stuff. If you ever really listen to some of the stories that's told behind it, and you can Google some of this stuff, y'all. You ever listen to it? The janitor was the one that always came out on top. The janitors are the ones who get all the information. They do the jobs that nobody else wants to do. So by the end of the day, guess what? They got all the information, and they get home to take home a lot of stuff, you know, that most people wouldn't take home. And they learn how to work with that, so they profit on every hand. They know who to talk to. Some of these janitors become millionaires.